seconds.
Yo, yo, yo. My apologies, lifers. Hold on. Lifers, we should be back. Had a minor, like I said, my tech ain't been teching right lately. So I gotta
I'm back. I'm back. No, it ain't just
gotta
you. My
get things
internet been
right.
tripping since we've been getting these rainstorms. Like it ain't working at all.
So let me see if it restarted my live and relocked it. Yes, it did. Weird.
That was crazy. Flipped you sideways and all
Weird.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that?
Dumped you on your head. Said, "Shut up, dog."
Yeah, why would you do what you talking about, cuz?
That's craziness.
Damn, that's wild. That is wild. Come on, y'all home with me, man. I'm trying to chop it up with my folks, and y'all trying to get in the way.
Mm,
And the
yeah, like
conversation was getting good.
facts, facts.
All right, let's double check. See, man. Uh, 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 audience. All right, but at least we back public, and I ain't got to unlock it again.
No, I.
All right, so Facebook, YouTube. My apologies for the technical difficulties slash interruption. This is indeed still part two of episode 77, mental health awareness or mental health matters too. There we go. That's actually the title. Mental health matters too.
Mm,
So this is part two to that. Um, this joint is skits.
I'm telling you, bro. Since it started raining, my internet, I get kicked out of every 2K game I play. Every time I get
Ooh,
kicked. Yeah, that's what happened
we
before we
gonna
started. Like, my joint was disconnected. My internet was tripping.
we gonna have a
Real good.
minor discussion about 2K because I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been
I know
I'm
you
gonna
be seeing the
explain it
clips.
once I
I know
get
you be seeing the clips. I know you be
once I
seeing
get
the
this
clips,
back.
bro. All right, we
Once I
got it.
get
We
this
on it.
back.
We
All right,
on
bet. Hold on. Let me
it. 2K be frying you,
Oh
bro. I
man.
can't hold you. It be frying you, man.
'Cause
No,
yeah, man.
you playing live the other day. You putting up that joint. You playing live. It made me re-download it, bro. Live is a great
Listen.
game. They slept on that.
Listen, man. I just really was like, I don't think we was fair to this game.
Not at all. I no. I
I
ain't gonna
don't think
hold
we
you.
was fair in the
I
moment,
ain't gonna
bro.
hold you. I was in my group chat like, yo, y'all gotta get on live. Like this joint looks low key better than 2K. I ain't gonna hold you. And it came out right at
like
the right time too. Like, man, they gotta get
like when
better.
I
They need.
because I did enjoy it at the time when I was playing it, but I felt like
Mhm.
as a whole, as a basketball gaming community, we
It's
was
not
too
that.
harsh
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
You know
It's
what I
not
mean?
that
Because
bad.
it wasn't 2K,
Hmm.
like yeah, it has some flaws. It still does, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna get into that in a second
Yeah,
because I want to tackle the again the mental wellness
yeah,
portion of the conversation, like how
yeah.
you were saying.
Yeah,
Um, as far as not being isolation, I want you to go back to that part.
yeah. I got you. I got you.
So, yeah, we good to go.
We
Let's
right.
go.
We good. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. So he was saying that video games is isolation disguised as play.
Yeah.
Again, the social aspect of it, you can play online. I play with my friends every day, every morning, because I usually work the afternoons. Every morning, me and my brother run some 2K. We don't got time to go to the court. We don't. We adults with kids. You know what I mean? It's a way to connect.
That's some
Like I was
shit.
saying, then that's been a family thing for years. Like I'm talking about Live 99. I'm playing 2K with my mom. No, with Live back then with my mom. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's like it depends on how you look at it. It's like it depends on how much you do it. That's what I was getting into. It's like
Mm.
you got to have a balance. You can't just come in,
Yeah.
hop on the game, and then don't do nothing else. Especially when you got a family. If it's just you, cool,
Especially
I
my
guess.
family.
But like I can't come right in. don't say nothing to my kids to hop on the game, hop on the headset. No, I gotta come in, make sure everybody's straight, make sure everybody's fed. Then you can hop on the game. So it's definitely a balance. Like,
Yeah.
and like I said, my joint in the living room, so it's like I'm not really isolated. Everybody hop on, my whole
Same.
family play. You know what I'm saying? And it's to the point my girl never a game before ever. We was playing. I got her playing it. We take what is it? It takes two. Whatever that joint called. We play that.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
my wife was just asking me about playing that joint because you got to
Get on
play
that
that
joint,
game
bro.
together.
Yeah, it's a two-player joint. Definitely play with your wife, bro. Definitely play
All
with
right,
your wife. Like y'all got
but
some free time, and it's a good minute to finish it. I finished it with my son.
okay.
It took us 3 days, so it's a good bonding experience for you and your partner. Definitely play that joint. But that's what I'm saying. Me and my wife was playing it. We ain't finished it yet, but like it's to the point. I got her playing the firefighter simulator. Like she never played video games. It's a way to buy. It just depends on how you go about it. Like if you just locking yourself in your room, hopping on sweating 2K to level 40, then you got an issue, and that goes back to the mental health. You know what I'm saying? That's when it's OD. Especially if you can't or you're not trying to make a career out of it. Like yeah, some people, the streamers, they making bread. They working. I give them that. They also go outside and all that. But if you just locking yourself in your room, grinding out max levels on every game, and you're not doing nothing else, then that's the mental health part we got to talk about.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And that's why like the minute I saw it, I was just kind of like, whoa, damn, that's how
Mm-hmm.
you feel, bro?
Yeah, like
Like
I feel like I'm with my friends when I'm on the game. I
not
ain't
not
never alone.
isolation. Yeah, that you know what, and that's the truth about it. Like specifically, you know what I'm saying, at that point in time that we was talking about, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times, you know, you like during the pandemic, there was no getting together to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Well, for those of us that had sense.
Yeah, thanks.
There
Thanks.
was no getting together to kick it at that point in time. Like
Mm-hmm.
stay in the house. You know what I mean?
Bro,
And,
play
and
2K.
you
I'm telling
stuck with
you.
the same people. You stuck with the
Yeah.
same people. You dealing with these people. So either y'all getting closer, y'all getting further apart.
It's crazy. Going back to the mental health part, it's crazy about the pandemic. So, as I was on here before we talking about it. When me and my baby mom broke up was like right before the pandemic. So when
Hmm.
the pandemic kicked off, the kids was mainly with her. Can't go nowhere, can't do nothing. That's all I did was play the game. At that point, then I started to feel like, this is all I'm doing. Like I gotta do something else. Like it also take that awareness part of it too. Like you can't just let yourself slip into it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Awareness is a big deal
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because sometimes, yeah, man. Because sometimes it can get addictive. It can get
Absolutely.
addictive. You know what I'm saying? You having
Absolutely.
fun, you progressing. Especially games that have that kind of like option where whether
Yeah.
it's 2K being able to build up your mod player
Mm-hmm.
or other games that got skill trees and
Yeah.
you
Story
trying to
modes, even
max
story
out
modes.
story mode, especially
Mm-hmm.
the ones that got like alternative like where this decision ends up with
To
this
change
type
that.
of,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially those type of games, yeah,
Yeah.
man, yeah, it could get
They
addictive.
do get addicted. They do.
um
They do.
but awareness is definitely a big deal. Knowing that at that point in time, it's like, all right, man, I'll put
Mm-hmm.
these sticks down and
Yeah.
go do something else.
Yeah.
Um, what would you say when we talk about addiction? Because of course, it's a lot of significant others that's probably like that
Mm-hmm.
video game and they feel this type of way and they feel that type of way. If you were to make a case, let's say like that girl that you mentioned, the one who
Yeah.
said,
That man
her
gotta work
dude got
out.
to work outside.
Yeah.
So homeboy brings home a PS5 one day. She threw the roof about it, like, oh, he already not working outside. Now he's sitting in here gaming.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your case for her getting off her back outside of just being the meathead?
Yeah.
What would be your case for her getting off his back and how that purchase is a benefit to him? Like if you had to
The
pitch
problem
that.
is she didn't even ask the question like why don't you want to work outside? Excuse me real
Ooh,
quick. Excuse me.
that's a good
Allergies got the
point.
cookie me. Like
That's a
why don't you
good
want to work
start.
outside? It could be he's not interested in working on cars no more. He could have ever interest. That's where it starts. That's where the mental health come in at because a lot of times mental health don't get asked about. Hold on. I grab some water.
Hmm.
I still hear you. I can hear you. I can definitely hear you, bro.
Okay. Um. Yeah, for sure. That I think that's a brilliant first point to the conversation is, why didn't you even bother to ask? And I think that those kind of questions got to get asked, right? Because it's always the presupposition that, this girl who feels a way about her man, gaming a whole bunch or so forth or so on, has all this love and concern for him. But it's like, honestly, do you? Do
No, you
you, are
don't.
you really concerned for him like that?
No.
If you're not even gonna ask why he's, not back working outside, like that doesn't show a
Just
lot of
simply
love,
say,
sis.
what made you buy it? Why did you buy it? Just
Mm,
simple questions instead of just jumping to a hinge. Like, why did you buy it?
mm,
Could be any reason. He could be wanting to
mm.
start a new hobby, video gaming. Like, you gotta ask. That's the first part to mental health. Is just asking the questions.
That's a great point. Just asking a question definitely gets a lot started. Cause you never know. He might see it as a lick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey
Absolutely.
man, all these people done turned around and made bread with it. I don't think I'd be bad at it. I think I'm good at anything I put my mind to. Let
There
me
you
at least
go.
get a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Worst come to
it's
worst, I
racing
could
games.
always sell it. You know what I'm
It's racing
saying?
games.
Get
Forza.
there you go.
Tune the car. You can make it cry however you how he know how to do it. He could be the best Forza racer. You wouldn't know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He could have
Yeah,
a mind for it. You're right. He could have a mind for games that contain builds and structure,
absolutely.
all that kind of stuff. You got a point. That's a really good point.
And that's not. And I'm glad. I wasn't even thinking about this until now. Video games is a video game for everything. 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 You want to learn it? You can start with a video game. There's a game called Unpack It where you just unpack boxes. You unpack a house. I swear to God, it's on Xbox
It
too.
is.
Unpack it. Unpack it. It's a game for everything.
Facts.
I noticed that with my kids in Roblox.
Oh my
My
God,
son,
Roblox definitely got a game for everything.
everything. My son, he already told me, Dad, I want to go to the army. Cool, go ahead. All he plays army games, helicopter games. He know every helicopter. You can show him, he know what it is.
Mm,
That piqued his interest. It's all about. I don't want to say structure, but what you dedicate it to, what you dedicate your mind to
yeah,
in video gaming.
I don't think structure is wrong to say. I don't think
Yeah,
structure is wrong
I
to
guess
say.
you
I
say
think it's
structure.
pretty accurate. I think it's pretty accurate.
Okay.
I think it's pretty accurate because at the end of the day, like we said, it's not just well, you could go ahead and game for 3,000 hours and me not going to say nothing. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
I see this particular area piqued your interest. Let's tap into that.
Yep.
Let's see where that goes. Let's see how far, we could take that to where it's beneficial to you in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no,
So that
no. I think or even just structure in terms of, all right, cool. This is what you do. You're a gamer. I accept that. However, this
mhm.
is your time to game.
That's cool too. That's cool
This is
too.
your
That helps
time
me
to
too.
game. You have this,
Mm-hmm.
amount of hours. You could play maybe this many times a week, whatever it is. So I think
Mm-hmm.
structure is important. Matter of
That's
fact,
real. Yeah.
my wife said something earlier today that I think is really important. Um, she said that, because I mentioned my son has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
She
Right.
said that one of the things she talked to my son about, um, especially after experience with the very first girlfriend he ever had, was making sure that he communicates with his girlfriend, who,
Yep.
does know he's a gamer, but like communicate with her when your game time is your game time.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Because
I
we get
play
mad at
such and
expecting.
such
Mm-hmm.
from this to that time. If you texting me and calling me at that time, I'm probably not even going to answer you. I'm probably not even going to look
That's a
at the
fact.
phone.
That's a
You know what
fact.
I'm saying? It got to be somewhere you need specifically my help at that point in time, or something's going to fall out. Like you said,
Yeah,
like,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
because even just calling me when you frustrated while I'm gaming, like, it could
Throw me
wait. I'm
off.
not gaming all night.
Yeah.
Let me finish my session and then I hit you up.
Let me finish this
Your
game. It'll
problems
be
ain't
over
going
for.
nowhere. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your problems is your problems ain't really finna go nowhere.
Nah, but I'm gonna keep hearing about it anyway. Just let, just let me
So
finish.
yeah, when we talk about structure, that is important to make sure that, even though our kids, some of them is just playing and having fun, that there is a level of structure behind it that they could benefit from. That's dependable, routine, reliable,
Yeah,
and everybody around it can respect it, including them.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Good
So
point. That's a
that
great
that
point.
that was a good point. Now that you mentioned structure,
Yeah,
um, no, I wholly agree with you in terms of uh it not being isolating. Again, I think there's, not to beat the word to death. I think there's isolated incidents of people who game to isolate, people who
absolutely,
are socially
absolutely.
awkward, people who feel alone in this world, so forth and so on. So they turn to gaming, and I
Mm-hmm.
understand that. I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, what's more true is that a lot of them people end up finding other people like them. So even then, it's not isolation. You have, you have communities. Gaming
Yep,
creates communities
it does.
around the game. The smart companies facilitate that with community events of the game. Like, hey,
Yeah, absolutely.
like 2K would have multiple events where, if everybody scores this many points, or it's dunk weekend, it's dunk day.
Yeah, yep,
If
yep,
everybody has this many dunks, and everybody gets a prize if we get to this many dunks by this time of
yep,
day or this time
yep.
of night. The park after dark that never worked. You know what I'm saying? Like
Intro is trash, man.
I gotta take shots at it because I remember how many
Absolutely.
times I tried to do it, and I
I
had
think I
my
had
beef
one
with
game, bro.
2K.
I think I had
So
one game.
I got out of the 7 times that I actually was available to play it. No, I lied. 10 times I was available to play it. I got three. I got three
Crazy.
times. I got in there 3 times, and I played a total of, out of those 3 nights, I played 2 games, 2 3-point shootouts, and 5 dunk contests. For some odd reason, the dunk contest, it was never no problems.
Never, never. That's the only one I
Never
played.
no
Dunk contest.
problems
I didn't
with
even
it.
know it was a 3-point contest. I didn't even know that.
It because it wasn't just three; it was a shootout. That's what it was. So
Oh,
you
okay,
had to
okay.
shoot from the different points, and if you
Yeah,
shot, like, it'd be close range, mid range, three,
yeah,
and
yeah.
if you shot from the same place twice in a row, you didn't get as many points. So you had to mix
Oh,
it up
okay. Yeah, that
to
move
get the
around.
max
Okay,
score.
okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that, bro. I had no idea.
Yeah, right. Y'all too
Excuse me,
busy
man.
putting Snoop Dogg and Bruno Mars and whoever
On
paying
the
put
thing,
them in the
on the contest.
background.
Yeah, bro. Come on, man.
So their voices could
Hey,
go on whoever was DJing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need Snoop Dogg. I want to
I
hoop.
know. That's all I said, bro. Just let me hoop. Just let me hoop.
Like, I get the glow in the dark motif. That is cool. Like, don't get me wrong, that is cool. But even y'all
Execute it,
charging for
though.
that. Like, y'all is charging for that, bro.
Bro, I didn't even know it's a new game mode on there. It's like you jump on like trampolines and shooting the ball at blasters. They're not even basketball, bro. You gotta pay for that. It's an add-on for 2K. You gotta pay for it. I thought it was free. It's an
That's
add-on, bro.
insane. That's
Add-on.
insane.
Yep. Yep. I mean,
And
we
let's
slide into the 2K conversation now, bro.
yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my beef off just like I do every time. Pause on get beef off. But I'm gonna air my grievances with 2K, man. Y'all money
Okay.
hungry too bad. They money hungry too bad. I literally had to just stand on, like, the same way people protest at Target and then Walmart. I'm doing with 2K.
I ain't
Y'all
gonna hold
not
you though,
getting my
bro.
bread. Y'all not getting my bread. I played 2K24 for free because it was on
Okay.
Game Pass.
Yep.
And the only
Yeah,
reason I
ultimate.
did that was to play the Kobe challenge initially. Okay. I played the Kobe challenge. And because that was so late in the year, I ended up playing my team because by that time of
Yep.
year, the uh the codes, the my
Yeah,
team
you got all the code.
codes to
Yeah.
get, at least pink diamond or higher. So yeah,
Yep.
like, I'll be damned if I'm gonna pay and struggle from the beginning. So yeah, no, I
See,
played my
that's my
team and I
thing
played the
though.
Kobe challenges. But that's what I'm saying. It feels like it's not the game.
No, not even that. Not even that. You
But
don't. I
just
just got. Go ahead. Go ahead. I won't cut you off. I won't cut
but
you off.
it just seems like y'all just keep finding ways to like penny pitch. I get y'all gotta make money, but at a certain
Yeah.
point it's predatory. The fact that y'all keep cutting
Yeah.
back how much VC you can get for a certain amount of dollars, that's insane.
Yeah.
The fact that y'all made
But
it impossible to grind for
yeah,
VC, that's insane. Adding a
that's not
season
true though.
pass to
That's not
basketball,
true though. That's
that's
crazy.
insane.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wicked. I was like, what? I got all right. So I'm playing devil's advocate on this part. I
Talk
don't
to me.
blame 2K. I don't blame 2K. You know why? Because you don't need to spend bread for the VC. You don't need to be a 99 day one. You don't even know how the game
Right.
feel. You don't know how your player move or none of that. Why are you spending money as soon as you get it? I just got into an argument with this boy, and I sat and did the math. If you play 82 games in your my career on All Star, you're getting 106,000 VC.
Okay.
On top of the play now games, you get another 1,300. You get VC for playing the game. You just don't get a lot when you play online. See, I do both. I play online here and there, but I run whole GMs. I run my career too. So
Okay.
I don't spend bread. I got 3.99 and then spend a dime on VC. You don't have to spend the bread. I promise you, you don't. It's nobody wants to grow with their character no more. My first character is my
Yeah,
best character. He a balanced wing. I'm a balanced wing. I ain't nothing crazy. Best character. I average like 20 and 15.
that's
You know
tough.
what I mean? You don't gotta pay the bread. It's and that's why I don't blame 2K. It's like if y'all gonna pay, then why not get it all? Wait, until y'all say enough, we gonna
That's
keep
true.
going.
That's true. And
Mm-hmm.
that's who I
That's the
think
business
that's who
model.
I blame the most is the, the
People who
2K
pay.
community.
People
Especially
who
because you
pay.
could go on YouTube and you could find 1,000 videos of people complaining about how overpriced it is and deflation for real, for real.
Yep. It is inflation. It definitely is inflation.
Like you can see people who play the game. It's like you complain about 2K and I see you putting clips up. And it's not just like, oh, well, I put a clip to show that this mechanic was broken, or that
Mm-hmm.
this type of player build is broken. Like bro, you got a 89, you got a 90 in this clip.
You've been
You're
playing for a minute,
playing
or
the
you've been buying,
game.
or you've been buying. But either way, you playing, bro. You're
You're
playing.
playing the game, bro. Like you're
That's
defeating the purpose. You're defeating the
that's the
purpose. And I
community,
do
bro.
get that certain people who are like you said, you professional streamer, then yeah. Because you're gonna
Yeah,
play a couple of games you don't like as a professional streamer
absolutely,
just so you could be able to put your 2 cents about it. I
absolutely.
understand that. But it'd be the regular Joe Schmoes putting them joints out too, and it's like, bro, stop
Yeah,
buying the game then.
it's that simple. Don't
And
give me
that's
your
just what I
bread.
said. I'm not buying the game. I probably won't buy it until maybe next year, once I start playing on PS5. And that's the other reason too. Like to me, it doesn't make sense to buy it on prior gen, like
No,
on
absolutely
last
not.
gen. It doesn't make sense to
Absolutely not.
buy it anymore.
Absolutely not.
Like
Absolutely not.
you're playing a completely different game for one.
Yeah.
Um, you know what I'm saying? And then two, like I said, like you're missing out on it's too hard to get VC, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't got the time.
Yep.
And I think that's the thing too, where yeah, some people jump in the shark and they quit to pay because they got no patience and they want to be nice from day one so they could go
Yeah.
play Park. That's the other thing, bro. I fell out of love with Park bad. I
Park
fell out
ain't
of
been
love
good
with
since
Park real
pandemic.
bad.
It ain't been good since
Yeah,
pandemic.
yeah,
It ain't
yeah.
been good since
That's
pandemic, bro.
that's when I hated the Park. I said, no, I'm cool. I'm
I think the
cool.
very next year, I
So
think
if I got friends,
21.
I'll go do rec. If I got
Yeah,
friends to
that's
play
all
with,
I
I'll
all I
go
play.
do rec.
That's all I play.
I'll go
That's
do
all I
rec.
play, bro.
But
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even play rec solo. I only play rec if at least my brother on. I can't play by
and that's what I'm
myself.
saying.
I
Yeah, yeah,
can't.
because playing rec with randoms is hell.
Trash,
Hell.
trashness, trashness. Bro. I
You
hate
want to talk
it.
about
I hate it.
being bad for mental health? You want to
These
talk
other
about being
men.
bad
It's the
for a
other
man's
men.
mental health?
Yeah, it's the other
Go
men in
ahead
the
and play rec
community.
with randos. That's
So
really
5 minutes.
bad for your mental
Play the
health.
first quarter. Play the
Oh
first
my
quarter. You
god.
understand?
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
but
it's bad.
yeah, I blame. I don't blame 2K. I blame the community because y'all keep paying. They going. They're not even
I
penny
respect that.
pinching. You're not penny pinching.
I
Y'all giving
respect
us
that.
your bread. We gonna take it. We a business.
I
That's our
respect that
model.
too.
That's what we here
I
for.
respect, and that's why I said at the end of the day, they a business. At
Yeah,
the end of the
absolutely.
day, they a business. So you know what I'm saying? It's just something I like I said, it wasn't working for me. So that's how I ended up back in
Yeah,
this retrospect of NBA Live. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um
bro. Oh my god, bro.
he
If,
said,
if
I'm mad you gotta take the
Live,
characters to the gym every day. I gotta treat them better than myself.
nah, bro. Listen, man, y'all be wanting realism, but they complain when y'all get it. Like you ain't gonna be good
Yo,
on
okay.
real. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, that's the other part of the problem. My problem with specifically the 2K gaming community.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta stop crying about realism. The more real they make the game, the less fun it's gonna be.
Absolutely.
Y'all need to understand that
Absolutely.
because real basketball is not easy.
At all. I said,
And
I
y'all,
said, I'm on NBA Jam. Let's keep
at
going.
me and you level, real life basketball is not easy.
At all. At all.
So you talking about you want the best players in the world, the most capable players in the world, and you want the game to play like they really do. Do you know how hard it is to get to their level and play the way that they do?
They didn't pay to play at all. Like they live by BC. They
You
can't
know
do
what I'm
that.
saying? Right. They really do have to be in the gym almost every day. You
Real
know what I'm
rap.
saying? They hot and
I
cold
don't
streaks is
understand it.
unpredictable.
And that's what I'm saying. Like y'all
So,
complain about shooting. Have anybody ever shot 100% all the time? No.
bro,
But you want a real game.
you want it to be too easy, and then you want a skill gap, and then you mad because the skill gap is not accurate. So basically, you because you're good at shooting, you want to be the guy that's shooting, and you want everybody else to be cheeks. Like,
Yep. Yep.
and then you're gonna get mad when there's no more competition.
Bro, that's you know what the problem is? They need to separate. They need to have a different tag. Because my career is all of your my player, they think everything is my career. No, you incorrect. It's
Yes,
not my career no more. It's not my career anymore.
yes, yes.
And
You
I think
absolutely right.
they do that. Now, you know, subtle things like that get the community to understand. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, like I wish there could be certain. I said that back in the day. I wish there could be certain rooms, man, certain servers or something you could
yeah,
pick the try hard server and you could pick the I'm here to have fun server. You're like,
they tried to do that.
did
They tried to do that this year. You can actually search
they?
for a squad. Yeah, in the rec, it's like a little screen. You can choose like people with mics, people without mics. I think one joint said, "Let's
Oh,
get
that's
sweaty."
tough.
Yeah, they added that in there. You can find
Oh,
a
that's
squad on how
tough.
you want to play. They did. They did.
All right, I'll get him respect for that. I'll get him
Yeah, they
respect
did.
for that. I'll get him respect for that. Cause yeah, like, bro, like, come on, man. Cause the matchmaking was hell.
It still is. It still is. It definitely still is. If you just walk in, you might come in like I got a point. I'll come in with a point, and they'll give me three other points and then two big men. And we got a 6'3" boy at the small forward. It's still bad, bro.
Oh
It's still
man.
bad.
What if people
Yeah, that was outrageous on
complain?
2K.
That's a fact. What if people complain so much about realism that we are the 2K and they're somewhere mad when we get sore from balling? You being metaphysical now? Somebody's playing, so somebody's controlling us.
Yeah, somebody
Is that
controlling us,
what you saying?
telling me
Nah,
we need a
trust me.
timeout.
Whoever was controlling me, they ass. They need to put my
Yeah,
sticks down.
real rap. I'm like a 76 overall right now. We
If
need to get
that's
you
the
some work.
case, they are terrible. They not doing me right at
That's
all.
crazy. That's
Turn
the
the
worst
game
Sims
back in.
character.
Let somebody else play, bro. You ruined it for me. You did me bad last Sunday. If that's the
No
case, whoever
kidding.
they are.
Real rap.
Um, but yeah, back to just the overall scheme of things, man. Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think that gaming, like I said, gaming creates communities. Again, the smart companies monopolize and capitalize, not
Yeah,
monopolize, but they capitalize on the feeling for community.
yeah.
You know, everything from, like you said, chat, being able to choose chat, being
Mm-hmm.
able to turn it on, being able to turn it off. Um, Even something as simple as, for those of us who play Call of Duty, 9 times out of 10, if you play two back-to-back matches, you in there with a lot of the same people. Like,
Yeah.
if you play a match, 9 times out of 10, if you play right back to back, you're in the same server with a lot of the same people. That in itself gives an opportunity to create continuity, to create a bond with somebody. Like, I had a clip that's on YouTube and probably on my TikTok where a dude said I was cheeks. Like he said I was cheeks. Mind you, mind you, my team won. My team won. I was top three, and I was smoking you.
That's why you was cheeks. That's exactly why you was cheeks. You was
so,
cooking.
so he was saying he was on mic and he's like, "Yo, man, you so cheeks." Like, yo, I swear to God, bro. Like, you ass, bro. Like, so I'm even on the clip like that. I'm recording. I said, "Oh, I'm ass. I'm cheeks." All right, cool. Thank you. I respect it. I appreciate that.
Thank you,
And then
bro.
you see in my like I had the top play, so the top play getting run back. You like you cheats, but this is all right. This was all right.
This alright.
You was doing all
That's
right on this one.
crazy.
I can't lie to you. You got a little
That's
crazy on this
crazy.
one. I
At
say
least
I
you
appreciate you,
respected.
bro. But then I had to hit it with the
You
shit boat at the end. And he was like, "See, man, the f you," and I just start cracking up. Like you can
Yo,
hear
that's
my genuine
crazy.
laughter at the end of. Come on, you trying to pause everything, Myron? Yeah, all right, Myron.
All
Smoking
right.
them. Come on, man. But yeah, like it was just like stuff like that. So I played three more rounds. Next thing you know, I didn't even realize Buddy had added me. So next thing you know, he must have took a break, came back, saw I was on, joined in the
Like jumped
game because
in.
somebody dropped. Now he's playing on my team, and we go on a nice little run between the two
Yep.
of us.
Yep.
So
Bro, I'll
like,
never forget. I don't mean cut you go. Go ahead.
go ahead, bro, go ahead.
No, I'll never forget running the park back during COVID. Me and my brother running twos with a random. Boy leaves. We get this boy, he step up, he is 68 overall. 68. He meshes my brother. Fuck that overall shit. I'm raw. We went 17 straight with Buddy. 17
Dang.
straight. I'm still friends with him on Xbox to this day. That was during COVID, bro. Like that, it happens. You find people, you just mesh with them. You never know.
Mm-hmm. They're failing in co-op adventure games. That's
No, they
probably
are.
true.
They
That's
are.
true.
They are.
That's true. They need to bring those back.
Couch co-op.
They
They need
need
to
to
bring
bring
couch
those
co-op back.
back. Yeah, couch co-op definitely got to come back in style. The fact that a lot of games, the only way you can play co-op is online. I will
Yeah.
say that I'm opposed to that. Um, couch co-op, should still be a thing, so that when you do have the rare opportunity to link up with the homies, y'all could they could just
Just chill
pass
and
you
play.
a
Yeah.
controller and y'all just go ahead and get to it. Shout out to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
I was
Shout
just
out
playing that with
to
my son.
them.
I was just playing that with my son.
Shout out to them because you want to
That joint
talk about
hard.
a good co-op adventure
That
game,
joint
good
hard.
couch co-op. That game is
That joint
fire.
tough. That joint
That
tough.
game is
It is
fire,
old.
and it offers the option because it's a max four. It goes the
Yep.
max out four
Go to four. Yep.
because it's a four-player game. You can play couch co-op and play online.
Online. Yep. You do both.
You could
Yep.
you can switch the filter so other people can join in. Like if you create a room or whatever, if you create a lobby, other
You can
people
jump
can
in.
join in on your
Mm-hmm.
game. Like
Yep.
I'm playing with my son, and then somebody else can hop in, and
Yep.
that in itself, like, yeah,
Bring them back. They trying to.
they need more of
EA
those.
EA just released one joint. I forget what it's called, but it's more like a sci-fi joint. Like you going through time dimensions. And I was telling you,
Okay,
definitely, bro. Like this, I never recommended nothing so much in my life. It Takes Two with your significant other is a great thing to do, bro. I'm
that's a
telling
bet.
you. I'm
I'm
telling
gonna
you,
definitely
it's
look into that
amazing.
because she just showed me a TikTok about two-player games because she also laments the loss of couch co-op because like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that was the thing that we did is dating. That was the thing that we did with my first son. We
Right.
played a lot of games together. Like we ran through Kingdom Hearts taking turns, two
That's
and
tough.
three,
That's
one,
tough.
two, and three.
That's
So
tough.
like, what I mean,
No, me and my kids, mom, we used to play duty. Now you used to be able to play online split screen. You can't do that no more. Oh
yeah,
yes, you can
right,
online. You could you still be able to do four. Now you can only do two. We used to play the
okay,
gun game. She would run around and knife everybody because when you get pause Myron,
faster.
when you get stabbed, pause again, Myron. You gotta use a gun. You go down a gun. But
Right,
she wouldn't stab me, so I'm killing people, maxing up, getting to the last joint window while she's stabbing them, demoting everybody. So like that was one of our
that's
things. And
tough
then like yeah, you see what I'm saying? Crash Bandicoot. I got my kids playing Crash Racing. Like I be trying to get them to play with each other instead of getting on Roblox doing their own thing. Like no, bring back the family part and the couch co-op of gaming, man.
for sure. For
We need to bring
sure.
that
I
back.
just finished Split Fiction. with my friend and I search for more
That's
multiplayer
what it's
games, and
called.
they don't have that much. Online community
Oh,
is cool,
really?
but the days of the four-player connect or wired to the console to enjoy yeah, yeah, that's what we
It's
saying. We
gone.
need that back.
It's
We need that
gone.
back. But unfortunately, that's another money game too, right? Because if
Yeah.
everybody's in the same place playing the game, how many people are buying the game?
Yeah.
Whereas if
Absolutely.
they make, co-op online only, then everybody has to buy the game.
Yep.
So, you know,
Yep.
that
Good. Good.
we do
Good
live in a
point.
capitalist society, so
Yeah.
that's the downside of it.
Absolutely.
N64 GoldenEye, man. Yeah, yeah. You want to
Sure.
talk about you want to talk about lit. You want to talk about lit. But
Golden eye. Shut your mouth, man. All that.
all that. All
All
that.
that, man.
Um I think that also, like, just to be honest, one of the things that we said when we was on my brother is
Mhm.
just the fact that, like, I know people like to sit there and blame it or say it's escapism, and to a degree, a little bit
It
that could be
is.
true. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, I didn't get to make it to the league. I never got to be the 6'7" forward I thought I was going to
Right.
be. So I
Right.
like I like firing up the game, especially when
And dunking on
my
people.
especially when my my what you call it, my face scan, especially when my face scan
That's
hits.
me. That's me.
You know what I'm saying? I like being able to go out there and drop a 30 ball here and there, okay?
Mm-hmm. All
Um,
right.
but more than anything, yeah, it is the challenge. It is, the learning curve. It is, playing against and with people.
Yeah.
Playing against the computer definitely gets boring fast. Um,
Yeah.
it gets boring fast unless, like, it is a game that really offers you a challenge. So that's why so
Exactly.
many people are more into, multiplayer and stuff like that. Or they're playing the super hard single player games, the Elden
Yeah.
Rings and, you
Yep.
know, those sorts, the ghost of whoever, you know what I mean? Because another joint about to drop. So all those type of stuff. So
Yeah.
I think that not escapism isn't pretending problems don't exist, but everybody need a time to put it down, man. Like,
Exactly.
you're gonna have to
Exactly.
pick it back
But
up,
it's crazy though
deal with
because the
it.
people who
I
don't
just
play
need
games,
5 minutes to breathe.
there you
I
go. The
just
people
need
who
an
don't play
hour to
games,
breathe.
I need to escape. Like, oh, this is our escape. Why can't we escape to the game? We not going nowhere. We right here with you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you want a high expense vacation, or you
Mm-hmm.
want trips to the spa and all that. And I ain't knocking that, so don't knock this. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like, y'all take trips to Cabo. I go downstairs and fire up the fire up the console.
Fly to Cabo and Flight Simulator. You know what I mean? You see what
You know what I'm saying? Depending on the game. I did a couple of trips to Cabo, Cancun,
And I flew it. And
DR.
I was a pilot. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand, man. You don't understand.
Had the kind of fun there that you ain't gonna have in real life. You know what I mean? And I was faithful.
Nigga, I'm in the house. I'm in the house.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in the house. You know where to find me. So, I
Yeah.
mean, at the end of the day, I definitely got, like I said, there's a small portion where, yes, the isolation part is true.
Mhm.
And like you said, it is definitely not solely to be blamed on gaming. It's definitely kind of like a symptom.
Yeah.
It's not, the cause of the problem. It's the symptom that, that person that doesn't go touch grass, they got more problems than that. The game is just, the mechanic that they funnel their mental illness or unwellness through.
That goes back to
Um,
that balance.
yeah, yeah. Like, even the person,
Mhm.
I don't know if you remember, because I don't remember how many years ago. Um, that person who went to the gaming tournament and lost and aired people out.
I do remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah, that was
It's
super wicked.
that's what I'm saying. That's where it comes with you can't. Well, that's not even disassociating at that point. It's like you just can't handle losing at that
Right.
point.
But like you said, that's a totally different problem from, like,
Yeah,
gaming
that's
is
not
your
gaming.
problem.
That
You
ain't
just have a
gaming, bro.
problem, sir.
Yeah.
You
And
have
then,
a
like you just said,
genuine problem.
that's what you funnel it through. You funnel it through gaming, and it came out when you lost.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I remember they had the
Remember that?
video, like they had the
I
video of him
remember
getting
that.
up and you start
Yeah,
hearing the sounds and stuff like that, which
I
is
remember that.
psycho in and of itself.
I think then they shut down the Madden tournament for a couple years after that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Crazy, man. That's not
But
gaming,
but
man. I
I
don't care what you say. About the game,
but
that ain't gaming.
no, 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 you're right. And I think that, like I said, I think that game it probably stops some people from the moments, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, getting on and beating up, Armor King or Eddie Gordo, you know, firing up Fight Night, Knockout Kings, what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Undisputed, firing that
Yeah.
up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy, was a ticking time bomb. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. It was
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen one way or another. That just happened to be the vehicle for it to happen.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
know what I mean? Anything could have set him off. You're right, Myron. He was a ticking time bomb. Um, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think that takes the edge off. Some people like to smoke, some people like to drink. And those were things that he mentioned on there too, as far as like vices. And yes, video games can be a vice. Like,
Absolutely.
like,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? What do you think? What do you think? Because this question does come up, and I'm sure it comes up in certain people relationships that
Mm-hmm.
live with a significant other. What do you think is a good time, and what do you think is too long on the game for one session?
That's a good question, bro. I'm gonna say it depends. It is situational though. Like if you in the crib,
Okay, talk
all
to
right.
me.
So like I said, me and my brother hop on in the morning.
Right.
We play. We don't probably run rec for about 4 hours. Ain't nobody here though, in even one of our houses. That's what I said. It come to balance. He hop off, and I'm doing house chores. When my girl come in, whoever cooking, one of us cook. If she cooking, I'll hop on again. I'll play the game while she cooking. She done. We watching TV. She go upstairs, go to
Okay.
bed. I hop back on. So it just that's just how I rock it. Like I know other people, like you said earlier, like this is my time to play the game. I play the game from these hours. You do what you do during that time, which is I think might even be better than my format. You know what I'm saying? Like you notice when I'm playing
Right.
the game, you notice when I'm gonna be isolated. You know what I mean? But it's situational. But if
Mm-hmm.
you if you in the
No,
crib,
I disagree with you, Myron. I'm putting it on screen, but more than 30 minutes is excessive. Either you trolling or I just flat out disagree with you. Like, first of all, most games you're not even getting through nowhere in
nothing in
30
30
minutes,
minutes. It
bro.
take an hour to play a
Mo-
full day game, bro.
First of all, the loading time with some of these games alone.
You got about 14 minutes left, bro.
If you playing right, if you playing shooters, 30 minutes, you're not doing 5 matches. Matchmaking going to take a while. Don't let your joint be stalling. Like, yeah,
All right,
no,
wait.
more
All
than
right, so
30
wait.
minutes.
Myron, how long should you work out? 30 minutes? You should only work out 30 minutes? How long should you go for a walk? Just 30 minutes? Now I know those are like healthy releases, but do you feel like you've done enough in 30 minutes at the gym or on a walk?
That's a good question, Mar. It depends on the game. Talk to me, Kane. When you say it depends on the game, give us as an example. Give us your
I don't
input.
know nothing. I'm
Feel free
comfortable
if
with 30
y'all
minutes.
feel free if you no, that was before the 30 minutes part.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
he said
wow,
yeah,
wow,
he
wow,
playing.
wow. All right.
But just in terms of what's too long. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, give us y'all opinion on what y'all think is too long or what y'all think is maybe like the sweet spot. Like I know me, my problem is I need to find a way to start gaming earlier because I came too late. So it don't even necessarily be that I'm on there 3, 4 hours. It'd be the fact that I'm on the wrong hours.
Right. Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but I'm the person who doesn't game until everybody else is out
Oh,
the way.
you see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
That's what I'm saying.
saying? So if everybody ain't out the way before 11 o'clock, I'm not gaming before 11 o'clock. Like, especially
That's
during
just
the
what it is.
week.
That's just what it is.
Especially
That's just
during
what
the
it
week.
is.
On the weekend, yeah, it's a little bit different, but
Mm-hmm.
you know. Okay, here goes his example because he picked specific games. Hogwarts type game, 3 hours. Call of
Yeah, see what I'm
Duty,
saying?
5 hours, multiple check-ins with your wife.
And you
I
got to
respect
in
that.
between games. You got to go smack a head or something. You got to. You got to do something in between, bro.
I respect that. In sports, 4 to 5 hours. 5 hours in sports is a long time. I ain't gonna
That is a
lie.
long time. That's a long,
That,
long.
that's a
But that's what I'm
long.
saying. With
That's a
the rec,
long time. But
the rec is
definitely,
different. You know what I mean? I'm playing with my brother, but like you playing solo, you playing four. That's 5 games. That's a lot. That is a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. Too long is when it interferes with real life stuff that needs to be
That-
done.
There you
Agreed.
go.
Agreed.
Balance.
For
Balance. We
sure.
keep going back to balance.
For sure. And that Myron can manifest even if you only play it for 30 minutes. If you ain't got 30 minutes to play,
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
play. Like there's some days where I just like depending on the game, I just turned it on and started the game to get my login and then turned it back off. Like
Facts. Facts.
I don't have the time to actually play. I just get the login, so I get whatever benefit comes in with login in that day,
Hop off. That's
and that's it.
it. I do that on
Turn
my
it
team. They
right
do
back
the
off.
weekly joints. Jump in, hop in my team, get off.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes even that 30 minutes is not available.
Yeah.
So you gotta, like you said, you gotta have awareness. Yeah, no. That's exactly what he said, Kane. That's like 5 games. Yeah, that's like 5 games. Five games of football or basketball is kind of a lot.
It's
It's
crazy.
kind of a lot because y'all not
Yeah.
playing unless y'all playing short quarters, bro. But you
Bro,
said 4 to 5 hours,
no.
which means y'all playing
Yeah.
the full 12-minute quarters.
If you play a
Yeah.
full 12-minute game, 5 games a day, bro, you finishing the season in less than a week. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, four 12-minute games is crazy. Like you, at that point, you might as well go ahead and join the league and see if you get paid off it. I
you
it's
you got to be nice at
you
that point.
might as
You got
well.
to.
You
You got to
might
be
as
nice.
ain't no way you playing 4 or 5 games and you mid it.
4 or 5 hours getting spanked is
If you
crazy.
playing 4 or 5 hours every day and you mid,
That's crazy.
uninstall, man. No, now we talking mental health issues, bro, because
There you go. Yeah. What's wrong? What's
you
wrong?
can't recognize that you need to be doing something else.
One day I'm gonna be good. One day I'm practicing. Nah, bro.
Like, yeah, like when you first start the game, I'll give you that grace. But if you
Mm-hmm.
playing 4 or 5 games every day, brother, my brother in Christ, my brother in Allah, my brother in Buddha,
0-16 is easy.
delete,
It's
it's
crazy.
uninstall, uninstall. Go get a night job, bro.
That's wicked. Yeah,
You
five
don't know
hours
what
is
to do with
crazy.
yourself, man. What they
5 hours.
say, put the fries in the bag, bro. Come on.
Yo, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. No,
Oh man, he said that's why I don't play sports games no more. But see, funny as that is, that's what we were talking about with the awareness part, and
yeah,
that comes with the balance. Like you do gotta know sometimes that I'm too addicted to this game, like because some of them can be super fun and super addictive. Like
yeah.
I know with me, NBA Street Volume Two, as far ago as
Oh
that
yeah.
game was, I had to
Yeah.
regulate myself. That and Ultimate Alliance. I had to
Mm,
regulate myself with them games
mm,
because those are
mm.
games I will sit there and just throw my life
You
away.
you wanna know what's crazy? You wanna know what's mine? In college, it came out. Battlefield 4, bro. I logged
Oh,
in
okay.
college in one semester. I logged over 200 hours on that game. When I
Uh,
finally knew you could see how long he was playing, I said, "Bro, this is too much." I got up. I wasn't feeling it nothing, but I was like, "Yo, I'm playing this way too much." 200 hours in a semester is crazy.
that is wild. That is
That's
wild.
crazy.
200 hours is crazy.
Yeah. Battlefield was the only game I ever played like that.
At, at that point, you gotta be super nice. Like I said,
No,
and
no,
that's the
I
other
was
thing
nice.
too.
Yeah, I
You
was
gotta be
nice.
super nice.
I was
Ain't
nice,
no
bro.
way you play 4 or 5 hours and you
Yeah, I'm
okay.
like, yeah, I can't do this. I'm done.
Like
I'm done.
and that's the thing too. Like I don't mind the people that decide they're gonna lock in and make a career out of it. But
Yeah,
even so,
balance.
your life gotta factor into that. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you got a wife
Look,
and
awareness.
kids, or you got a woman and kids, and you want to take the professional route, like esports route, you and your significant other got a lot of talking to do. Y'all got a
Uh,
lot, y'all got a lot of talking to do because y'all got to figure out life around this thing.
but then
That's
that
saying
comes
a
with
lot.
awareness. You gotta be aware that you're a mid and you're not gonna make it either, though. you gotta, you
Sometimes you
gotta
got
be
to know.
awareness.
You got to know this is recreation. I'm never, I'm never gonna make the esports league. I'm never gonna be
Man.
there. Well,
Yeah,
listen,
man.
man. I tried for 2K League back in I want to say 17.
Nope.
And once I knew the schedule wasn't even going to fit my life, I gave it up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I gave it up because they
Bro,
was
I
having
think
games. in the middle of the day. I'm like, wait, y'all
Yeah,
playing at
yeah.
2 o'clock?
I'm at work. I can't do that. I
Y'all
can't do
playing at
that.
2 o'clock? Multiple days a week? Oh
Hmm.
yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
No,
It's
not
not
even
gonna
like
work.
I remember one
Because I
time.
got
It
picked to
might
the
have been.
team. I got picked
Oh
to the team.
yeah.
So I'm sitting there thinking I'm like not like one of the league teams,
No,
but
no,
one of the
no, but
qualifying, like folks trying to
yeah.
qualify. So I'm like, oh, I got picked up. Okay, we lit. My
That's
little
crazy.
Draymond Green with with a jump shot. That's basically what I built. He was basically Draymond Green with a jump shot. I ain't gonna lie to
That's a
you.
nasty bill. I ain't gonna hold you. That's nasty.
An undersized four who was strong as hell. Did a little bit stringy, just a little bit stringy, and had a strap. That
That's
was
nasty.
nasty as hell. But I
That's
won a lot
nasty.
of the games with Bull.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Um,
That's crazy.
but like I said, like so I was all hyped that you know what I mean. I got they picked me up after playing rec with them. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's get it. We going places.
Yeah,
And then like I said, I seen the times. I just hit Bull. Yes, I appreciate the opportunity. This is not going to work.
not at all,
Y'all
bro.
might as well stick with the
Listen,
other guy y'all picked.
I remember I tried. I think it was it might have been 21. I think to even be thought about for the qualifiers, you had to win 100 rec games in a month in February. It was February. You had to win 100 rec games to even qualify. I'm like, I don't even play that many in the whole time the game out. Like this is crazy. It's a different kind of dedication, man. Different kind of dedication.
Here, salute to everybody who life cut out for that. I mean, who
Yeah,
who
yeah,
actually navigating life the right way. Because I know some of y'all are some losers. I ain't gonna lie. I know
yeah.
some of y'all are some losers going up against everything that's right in life just to make it to the leagues. You know what I mean? But
And you mid, like
I
you said,
can't
you
go
gotta
out like
realize
that.
when you mid. You gotta realize when you
I
mid, man.
can't I can't go like that. Even the people who good, like um, I can't remember the name, but there's some dude who like basically his life went to shit because basically he put everything on hold to make it to the 2K league, made it to the 2K league. Um, Either his team won or was second up, so he got
That's
bread
crazy.
off it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like the board was nice. It's just the fact that like everything you neglected to get there.
yeah.
You know what
But
I'm
you get
saying?
the
So
conversation.
now
You
you
gotta have
got
the
nowhere to
conversation.
live. Now you got nowhere to live because you was living with your girl. Now you can't
Yep,
see your kid because your girl put you out. You ain't got
yep.
child support bread now.
Hmm.
Like
You said it though.
you
You got
just, well,
conversation.
I mean,
You
you
gotta
do
break
got
it
child
down.
support bread, but like after that, you got to find some place to live. So you don't have both. You don't have, you didn't win enough bread from the tournament to pay child support and get a new crib, but you got a new gaming chair. Like,
Yo, come on, bro. That's crazy, dude. That's
Trust
real.
me, I get the importance of a good gaming chair, brother
No,
big.
fact,
So I get
fact.
the importance of a good gaming chair, but
But when you gonna play
but
there? Like
it,
when you gonna sit at? Where you sitting at with
gaming chair, not a crib, is wow.
it? You there doing like a skateboard, bro, getting around. Come on, bro.
Yeah, we made
That's
a lot of
crazy.
bad gaming decisions when we was young, for sure, for sure,
Absolutely,
for sure.
absolutely.
Especially in college, that was the time. Now that was the time to play the game for 6 hours straight, 5 hours straight,
Yep.
22, 23.
Mm,
You ain't got too many responsibilities and whatnot. 19, 20. Yeah, 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 man.
I was king,
Me and
king
my
all
brother and
nighter.
my cousin, for sure. Okay, I was just about to say about the all night. Me and my cousin and my younger brother played the first Ultimate Alliance
Mm,
front to back whole night, bro.
crazy, man.
We
Yeah,
started at like 11. We started at 11.
man. I miss being able to stay up all night to play the game. I can't do that, bro.
Yeah, I about to say
2 o'clock,
what?
man.
First of all, I'm gonna pass out. First of
Yeah,
all,
there
the
you go.
minute I'm gonna pass out during the loading screen. That shit happened. That happened to me in Overwatch a couple months ago.
I'm crying, yo. Woke up getting dunked out.
Look, I just saw it was like, yeah, please reconnect controller.
That's crazy.
I
And
never
you
made it
know, we
out
at
the
that
gate.
age.
I fell asleep, so I never made it out the gate. You know what I mean?
Oh, you still in the little start area. I'm
Yeah,
crying, bro.
I picked, yeah, I'm still in the starting area. They kicked me. I
Knocked out, bro.
ain't even get out the
That
fight yet.
happens. That have me, bro. I fell asleep playing 2K one time, bro. I woke
Me
up.
too.
I was on the bench. Okay, I was on the bench. I had like 4 turnovers. I'm like, oh, it's time for bed. Time for bed.
Yeah, I woke up down 15 one time.
Well, that happens too.
I just
That
turned the
happens too.
game off. I just turned the game
Y'all
off.
got it. Y'all got it. Like I'm done. But
Nothing
see,
else to do.
that's that awareness too, though. Speaking of like going to sleep on games, did you see the one dude who passed away? He was at like one of them big stadiums, man. He was
Yeah.
up for like 6 days or something like that playing the game.
Yeah.
And he passed away at the tournament. It's crazy, bro.
At the tournament. At the
Balance,
tournament. Yeah.
balance. Sleep is a part of
And
that balance, man.
like that's the thing about it, man. It's just balance. Like
Yeah.
they're meant for fun. They're a good distraction. We reject the isolation thing. Like we said, that's the extreme cases of people who already have
Mm-hmm.
issues before they ever pick up a controller. They just using the controller as their device for their issues. But I have too many good stories of arcades and online gaming and couch co-op to look at video games as isolation in any way, shape, or form. Again, like you said, there's people I haven't played with in years on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, when I fired up 2K24, some dude I was playing with back in 2K, sure, when did 2K21 was 19,
Mm.
18 or 19. He was like, "You back? You
That's
running?"
crazy. That's crazy.
Cause I mean, like you said, when you mesh with somebody, you just like, yo, I love running with this person.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
they gonna make the right plays. I don't have to worry about, getting on the mic and yo, come on. Like, you know what I'm
But see
saying?
that. But see, I ain't gonna hold you. That's why I like playing with people I know too, because then I can do that. Oh, you
Oh
gotta
yeah,
play
yeah,
with my
that's
brother,
different. That's
bro.
different.
Oh,
Yelling at you,
what? You don't
yelling
even
at
know
your
what
friends is
me and my brother
different.
be lady when we on there, bro. You don't even know we lady, dog.
Nah, one time I was hooping with Reese. I was hooping with Reese and them on in rec. So the problem is me, Reese, Nate, and Wop
Mm-hmm.
all had bigs.
Y'all ran 5 bigs, bro. Yo, don't tell me y'all
In
ran
fact, no,
five
it
bigs,
wasn't Reese.
bro.
It was me. It was me, Nate, and Wop. Because
Oh,
Reese had a wing, but
okay.
like we had no shooting because his wing was a
That sound
defensive
about
player.
right. That sound about right, bro.
So we had no shooting. Mir was the only shooter, bro.
That's
Like
craziness,
Mir
man.
was
I ran with
the
them quite a few
only
times,
shooter.
bro. I think when
And
we ran, Watt was the 4, Reese was the
yep.
5. Nate had a slow 3 that could shoot, but he couldn't shoot.
they, which is funny because they could shoot in real life. That's all he do.
Real rat, real rat, man.
But he
Crazy,
could not get
man.
that three on the game, bro. We had to
Not at
sit
all.
there and I had to stop playing with them for like 4 days while I just played the league games. You know what I'm saying? While I just played my career games so I could get to the 90, so I could do the rebirth.
Right, right, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That was a great thing they added too to
And
2K. That rebirth,
that was
that was clutch.
necessary. That was
Yeah,
necessary because having to scrap players all over again because you had the wrong
mm-hmm.
build was sickening.
Yep.
And
But see,
yeah,
that's
like
what
I said,
that go back.
three
I hate
bigs
when
wasn't fit to
2K
work.
talk. No, not at all. Not at all, bro. Man,
You could barely run two at a certain point. By the time he was in 2K22, you could barely run two bigs.
if you don't got a big that can shoot, you SOL, bro.
Bad too.
You SOL.
Bad. Bad. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, but even stuff like that, running with them during COVID, um, my homies Kurt and Mont running with them on 2K, doing threes with them. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And like you said, these are dudes I went to college with. Like
Right,
Kurt was
right.
my whole roommate the last year I was at up there at Penn State. Me, him, and my wife, she was my girl at the time, all had a
Mm-hmm.
room off campus together. So you know what I'm
Crazy.
saying?
Yeah.
We go
That's
from living
crazy.
together to barely seeing each other at all.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, this game is kind of like the only
How
thing
we keep together.
holding us together so we could get on, check on each other or whatever.
Yep.
Yes, there's the
Yep.
phone. Yes, we could have called each other on the phone. I know somebody's going to see it and be like, dang, like phones don't work. Yeah, okay. When's the last time you called so and so and so and so. I get some women talk to each other all the time. Most men do not talk to each other but so frequently, but so often. Cause we just be like, yo, he got stuff going on. I got stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to slow his motion. I ain't trying to cut into what he got going on. I would respect that, handle my business over here, and I'll talk to bro when I talk to bro. Which is unfortunate sometimes because life is what it is. It's not guaranteed, and then we end up, resenting that we didn't make that call. So let me drop that in there too. Whenever it's in your spirit to check on one of your brothers, your homies,
Do it.
call them.
Do it.
Don't text
Yeah,
message them. Call them because you don't know
absolutely.
if that's the last time you're gonna hear their voice, and you don't
Absolutely.
want that on your conscience and your soul. So whenever you feel that way, whenever it's dropped into your spirit, hey, I wonder how such and such doing. If you got his number, call him.
Yeah.
But outside of that, yeah, like make these opportunities. If y'all both game, lock in.
Log in, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with making
Log in.
a schedule like, hey, bro, I'm free on such and such nights. What you nice on that joint? All right, bro, I need you to carry me on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Quan
No.
is my carry for Call of Duty. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Quan is my carry for Call of Duty. I told y'all I'm very
Nah.
mid. I am very
Nah, bro, you
mid.
be cooking though. Don't do that. You be
I
cooking,
am
bro.
very mid. Like I
Remember
went
the
from
first time we played on
trash.
hardcore.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I was a walking body. You hear me? Getting smacked. Getting smacked around.
Nah,
Okay.
then we
I
switched
didn't
up. Then we
start
switched to
catching
Call
no
of Duty
bodies until the
too.
third round. Until the
Man,
third match. I wasn't catching bodies until the third match. But
we
still,
had
like,
one too. Oh wait, yeah. Speaking of duty, community and all that. I think it was during COVID. Like COVID was the best time for gaming, bro. During COVID,
oh,
we
for
had
sure.
a big ass, the LAN, the group, the LAN.
Mm-hmm.
We was
Mm-hmm.
running, I think it was like 10v10 on duty. We was all in there.
Nice.
See what I'm saying? Like that, it brings during COVID. And now, mind you, I'm probably the youngest one in there. I never met half of
Yeah,
these dudes. One of the best gaming experiences ever, bro.
that's thorough. I mean, yeah, even now to because people think about it in the larger stuff, but like
Mm-hmm.
all these people playing Words with Friends, Among Us, all
Yeah,
them games that came out in the middle of COVID, that y'all was gaming.
yeah, yeah.
y'all don't want to think y'all was, but y'all was gaming.
Yeah, I was
You know
definitely
what I'm
gaming.
saying?
I got a
And
question for you, bro.
what's up, bro?
After you say that, what do you think about mobile gaming? Like I ain't talking about like Call of Duty. I'm talking about like
Yeah,
Bejeweled and all that. Because like
yeah,
I was having this conversation with my girl. I'm like, you technically a gamer. She's like, what you mean? I said, whatever you want on that game. She said like 7,000. You're a gamer. You're a
yes,
gamer. It's just on the phone.
yes. Yes, wholeheartedly,
It's
absolutely.
just on the
You're a
phone.
gamer. You're a gamer. You
Mm-hmm.
don't want to think about it that way because you don't call yourself being hardcore, but you play this joint every day. You Candy Crushers are gamers.
There you go. Absolutely. I was trying. I just want to get your opinion on that because it's
You
like
know,
people,
the whatever bird game, me, y'all was playing,
Flappy Bird,
Flappy
Flappy
Bird, the
Bird.
Angry Bird players. You know what I mean? Y'all were
Y'all
gamers, man.
gamers.
Y'all,
You're a gamer.
it's just that simple. It's just
Yeah.
that simple. If it ain't a board game, if it ain't cards,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah. No
saying?
facts. Facts.
Y'all was playing mobile games. Y'all became gamers.
Yeah.
Monopoly, I'll give y'all a pass because Monopoly is based on a board game. So maybe I'll give y'all a pass for Monopoly.
They be going crazy on Monopoly Go, bro. I
But
don't know. They sound like Call of Duty lobbies, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
I'm about to say I don't play that one, so I'm not sure.
Nah,
But
they be
you know what
going
I mean?
crazy.
At the end of the day, the gaming is really not that bad. We're not gonna let it ride as, isolation disguises play. It creates communities, it strengthens bonds between people, and it creates bonds between strangers. So
Absolutely.
I think we
Corey, I
said
think,
all we need to say on that. Go ahead, bro.
and I was gonna say,
Go
I just
ahead,
think,
wrap up.
in terms of his post, and specifically just on the gaming, I think he was taking those isolated incidents and like, yeah, see, this is the gaming community. Like, you got people taking their real life, going out and killing each other because they think it's GTA. You got the dude shooting up the joint after he lose. But those isolated incidents, how often does that happen?
Right,
That's
right.
all I'm gonna say.
Not often at all. Not often at all. All right, man. Anything you want to drop on a crowd? Anything that you want to bring attention to before we roll out?
No, I'm just going to work, y'all. That's it. That's all I got going on. And
All
shout
right,
out to
man. I
my daughter for
appreciate
graduating,
you.
going to high school, man. That's it.
Yes,
That's all I
indeed.
got.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my God.
Appreciate you for sliding through, man.
Of
Appreciate
course.
you at coming
Anytime.
back. On behalf of A.C.E, my brother, that's who we always be. On behalf of the sponsor, Denver's mom, the owner of Simply and Shake Catering and co-owner of Second Line Express, Quiche with the Kids, and of course, the wonderful co-host in absentia, Mimi the Goddess, aka Big Mish. I am your favorite coach's favorite coach, favorite fat freckle man, the big dog himself. Who? Be smart, be respectful, be kind to as many people as you possibly can. I know some people will make that impossible, but don't worry about it. Just make sure every single day to take the time out to be kind to yourselves. Everybody in the chat, we appreciate y'all. Virgil, go get a life. Um, we
That's
love y'all.
craziness,
Be
man.
safe and stay dangerous. All right. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.